Hi, my name is Danah Chreitah. I'm the owner of Danah Design, an interior design firm, and this is how I live my work.
So welcome to Living the Work. It's a pleasure having you.
Thanks for having me.
And let's just dive in. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I've been doing interior design for the past, I don't know, I'm going to make myself sound old, but almost 30 years.
Oh, wow.
I just started it because my dad used to be one, and I've had my passion into interior design since I was 12 years old. He would show me, get my opinion, and I just fell in love with it, and I knew this is what I wanted to do. And you know, it's a long road, but I've been living in the States for the past 25 years.
Okay.
And I have a small family, my husband and my daughter.
Okay.
2 dogs, and just been enjoying, you know, the whole balance of family and work, and that's it. Yeah.
Well, 30 years. I mean, that's impressive. That's why everything looks so good. So your dad used to do it?
My dad used to do it. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He was. We're originally from Syria, so he was one of the people that started the Syrian television, and he used to design all the stages in the TV, and of course residential and commercial and all of that.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah.
So you saw it from the beginning?
I did.
Oh, wow. Do you have like siblings?
I have 1 brother and 1 sister. They're both older than me.
And they got interested in too, or not really?
They always did, but they ended up doing something else.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But you knew it from the beginning, like you.
I did, yeah. I mean, I just really enjoyed it. It was just, you know, seeing his passion kind of like got me more.
And how did you know? Like, how would you like? Because normally you think like you're just playing. You know, we take our kids to our office sometimes, and we're like, we don't want to force them into the business, but we want to show them a little bit of what we do, and our, you know, share our passion to, you know, what brings our day-to-day routine. But I don't know, from there to saying that you like it, or is it more of an admiration? Like, how did you know?
I don't know exactly how I knew, but I mean, it was just, I think he sensed it in me.
Okay.
So he started getting me more and more involved, where he would ask me more questions, get my opinion a little bit more.
Okay.
And he just kind of, little by little, kind of got me more and more interested. I don't know exactly when it was that or what was the reason that, okay, this is what I'm doing, but it just,
Click, like how?
I'm like, this is what I want to do. Yeah, exactly, organically.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's really nice. Yeah, because I mean, like, then again, like, I think right now I'm starting to identify in my kids too. Like, it's really important to kind of like, as a parent, it's awesome that your dad saw it in you.
Right.
That you see your skills and your interests, and then like kind of like push you, but not into that direction. And then now here you are, like loving what you do.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
like,
amazing.
I mean, I thought my daughter would be interested. I'm like, hey, you should probably maybe do architecture. You know, that was a couple of years ago. She's like, yeah. But then I realized, I'm like, I don't think she's really into it.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, like what she's interested in now is completely different.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Well, yeah, like you're born with some sort like set of skills and like interests. I've learned that. I have like my 3 kids, and they're totally different on what they like and how they, you know, share their things. And yeah, but it's awesome that you were able to like actually like blend into the situation. So that's good. That's good.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so what do you love the most about what you do?
God, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, just of course, the creativity part of it is the biggest aspect. Just the idea that you can sit and create something and always come up with a solution for a problem, making someone's dream come true. Like, I mean, when I'm talking to some of the clients, and like we were talking earlier, you know, this is your forever home. A lot of people, yes, that is their forever home. And just the fact that I could make that a reality for them, it's just really a really cool thing, you know, just to be in their part of their building their dream. And just dealing with clients. I mean, I have to love my clients. And luckily I've been really successful with that. So I enjoy talking to them. I enjoy working with them, and of course, making their dream come true.
Did you choose your customers, or?
I don't necessarily choose, but I think it's like you end up
because it has to. I feel like it's an
gravitating.
intimate process.
It
You know,
really
like
is.
it's like you gotta kind of like you're saying, you gotta
Yeah.
like your customer. It's not gonna be your best friend, but
Right.
you gotta like it because you're gonna have a lot of conversations, a lot of choices, and it's gonna be a long process.
Exactly.
So you gotta kind of match a little bit, at least with
Right.
one. If you're dealing with a family, with one of the members
Exactly.
or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it really happens organically. That I think I attract the right kind of clients that we
good.
just mesh.
Yeah.
So luckily, it's worked. And I would say probably a couple of times where we didn't really mesh, and we just kind of like maybe this is not the best match. But yeah.
And how do you approach that situation? Like,
You just say like, I don't know that I'm probably your best fit for this project, but I'd be happy to refer you to someone that I think would be a perfect match for you, that can make, your vision come true. And I just, that way.
That's good, and that's like helpful for both, right?
Exactly.
Like you're saying, you want to be true to what you do, and
you
be
should enjoy what
and-
you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, and that is, like you said, it's an intimate relationship. So you have to be enjoying dealing with that client, because then you just want to make them happy and make their vision come true, and you're just more invested when you're enjoying the process.
Exactly. Yeah, you do it with pleasure, and it's better for everybody.
Right.
That's good. So getting to the good stuff. So you're a mom, and you're a wife, and you're a woman, and you're so many things. You're talented, and you look awesome. I mean,
Thank you.
so all of that seems easy, but I feel like it's not, but it is. It all depends on the perspective and how you see it, and how you were kind of like guided. Like you're saying, your family has a part of it, but then you own also your success and the way you manage your path. Let's call it like that. So how do you balance, your work life? You work, you have family, you have like you're saying pets and everything.
Yeah.
And how do you do it?
Not easily, honestly. There's a lot of stress that goes in the process. But I try. I'm trying to get better right now that I don't bring my laptop into the living room. So I try to stop. I'm trying to stop that.
Yeah.
The good thing is owning your own business really gives you a little bit more freedom of scheduling your day accordingly. So like for an example, this year my daughter plays tennis varsity, so I was able to attend 95% of her matches, and they play a lot. And we were able to go on vacation and all of that. I mean, what I try to do is, like for an example, we're driving to the beach. I try to bring my laptop with me, which is not the best thing, but I don't want to also slack because it's my business. So I try to bring my computer. I try to work when I can, and just try to. I don't want to. If you don't respond to emails within 24 hours, then they start stacking, and then you're behind, and people are not happy, and then you're more stressed out.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's you really gotta try to balance the priorities. So I'm like, okay, so she has a match at 8 a.m. I'm gonna book my meetings 11 and after, and if I have to work later, then that's it. So
so how would like a normal day for you, including most of the activities that you do, would look like you say, like you wake up, sort of what time, and then you do like what would be like the best day that you would say like this is a successful day, like one of my best days?
So I wake up early, so I mean, I guess 6 a.m. is when I wake up.
That's good.
It's just my body clock. I wake up, get ready, I go to the gym, I work out, do my little yoga, come home, change or shower at the gym, and then typically, if my daughter's at school, I drop her off on my way to the gym because she has the morning practice. And then during school year, of course, things are much easier because you don't have to worry about them till the end of the day. I try to book my meetings. Like if I have one meeting outside, you know, I work from home, so outside my house, then I try to book my multiple meetings that day. So that way, if don't have meeting that day, then I catch up on all of the behind the scene work at home.
Okay.
Without having meetings kind of in between.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I try to work 5:30 or 6 o'clock, and then depends if I also play some tennis. So if I'm playing tennis, then I do that. We have dinner, of course.
Yeah.
And you know, we go to bed around 11 o'clock or so. So
okay.
yeah.
That's good. Yeah,
But,
that's a good day.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Trying to conquer the whole situation.
Right, exactly. Yeah, my husband works usually a little later than me, so I have to pick her up. I'm basically the Uber driver of my daughter.
But that's a good thing that like you're saying, like you have the pros and the cons of owning your business because it gives you the flexibility to play with your time.
Yeah.
But you also, I think like what people also need to understand is that it also comes with a full commitment,
right?
And a lot of discipline and a lot of like organization, because you know you're responsible from your own choices,
right?
And the way you do things and the way you do your day. Like if you decided not to reply to those emails, it's on you. It's nobody else. So it's just like, and if you decide to like choose to go to that game, you know, and actually enjoy that game, then it's going to be something that you're choosing to do and stuff like that. So I do think, like you're saying, it's definitely harder than what they tell you or like what you see on like movies and stories and whatnot, but it's also so doable that it doesn't need to be as I don't know, as heavy as they say sometimes that it is. I feel like, you know, being a woman and having a family and having a work life and you know, you can do it, but it's gonna look different for everybody.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah, and I mean, it's again, it's women definitely have it a little harder because like you said, we wear so many hats. So it's just balancing between switching those hats and without driving ourselves crazy is you know, it's tricky.
Exactly. Do you play like, I mean, you have to, right? Do you use like team play with your, like, how do you do it in the dynamic with your husband? Do you guys do like a team on like, you know, all these routines and stuff like that? Or is it more like defined on like, you know, for us, we know kind of like what our main focus is. If you have to choose, like let's say if there's a work emergency and a kid emergency, we will split, and then he'll go to the work and I would go to the kids. But it doesn't mean that, you know, like he's not involved with the kids and I'm not involved with the work. So it's kind of like, it's just to know the kind of like the main focus of each. I don't know how to call it. How do you guys do it?
So like I said, his hours are, he cannot leave his work usually. So usually any family emergencies, it's me that I'm more flexible, that I can move things around and attend. But you know, we try to take turns on things. You know, I have meetings, like today I have meeting that will last late. So he's responsible today because he gets off work early today. So today is his day for, you know, since he gets off till the end of the day. So we just try to kind of balance based on availability. I don't expect him to be able to get out of work usually. So you do agreements, right? Like you do agreements on what works best for everybody. Exactly.
That's good. Yeah, I think that's the key to having two parents that work, or two people in the same household that work. You gotta do team effort and kind of like have that conversation and like, you know, be flexible too on who and what does everybody do on the home, right? Like, and then I think that's right. Just respect of each other's time and responsibilities, and just like you said, work as a team. Exactly. That's awesome. So another question: what is something that you wish you had known when choosing this path, and what is something that you know now and would like to share? So I would say something I wish I knew is, I wish I knew I can start my own business sooner than I did. I've started my business about 3 years ago, and
in my head, it was this scary idea. How am I going to do this, you know?
Yeah.
But everything gets figured out and at the end of the day. So if you want to do something, you know, we can always have an excuse to postpone it and not do it, and a million reasons. So just go for it and dive in, you know, it's your dream. If you don't, you know, if you're not making your own dream come true, no one else will.
Yeah.
So I wish I knew that sooner, because, you know, I'm enjoying it so far a lot.
What are the main differences of both worlds? You've lived, you know, working with someone and working by yourself?
I've enjoyed working for before I started my own business. There was absolutely no issues. We got along. Everything was great.
Yeah.
But you do have the freedom to go after the projects that you want. I opened up the door for myself, where now I am involved in working in commercial projects as well. Before I couldn't do that. So remodel as well. Now I can do remodel. So it just opened up a lot of more doors for me. I'm more, if there's something I feel is right or wrong, then I say yes or no to it. So it's my own responsibility to call the shots. And sometimes, you know something isn't right, but someone else isn't agreeing with you, you can't make that decision on your own. So now I enjoy that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it was a good time because you also learned some things from, you know, team playing, you know.
Absolutely.
Like like, for example, for me, I've learned so much from our business. Like I've been in the sales part, I've been into the, you know, the freight part, I've been into the marketing, website, everything. And so I think like whenever you share the beginning,
right,
you can like kind of like learn in a more comfortable way. But then, like you're saying, to choose whenever it's the right time, I think it is, you know, ideal. So that way you can, and I don't think there's a specific right time, right? Like, because like you were saying, like, when do you choose? When are you ready? You're never truly ready.
There's never a perfect time.
What would you say? Like, maybe it's just the feel, I guess, or no, it's the braveness of choosing to do it. If you feel the urge to do it too, because some people want to stay. You know.
Right. I mean, it happened, of course, for multiple reasons that I started my own company, but everything happens for a reason, and that was just the push for me to go ahead and do it. So, but yeah, I mean, and like you said, I learned a lot from being part of a team. A lot. I mean, I owe a lot of the things I've learned to working for that company. You know, it's managing, addressing issues, the right way to think. Plus, you know, I got more involved with the trades. I learned to communicate with them, and but you know, just all in general, it was a great experience that got me prepared for where I'm at right now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then it also, I think it sets a great example to your kids, don't you think? Like, I feel like them seeing that you can do, or, you know, take the risk to trust in yourself and your feelings, and at least try it, right? Like, what would be the worst case scenario is that if it doesn't work, then you would go back to work with someone else or with the same person, and then say, hey, you know what, I think that, you know, being on my own, it didn't work,
you're not gonna lose anything, so just go for it.
Exactly. That's kind of like in this project too, like I take it as an inspiration to say, I always tell my kids, like, do this, do that, be brave and be confident. And then I'm like, am I being what I'm saying? Like what I'm telling them to be? I don't know, but
I think the same way. Yes.
Like, I sometimes listen to myself and I'm like, okay, like I better step up to what I'm asking
Very true.
But I mean, we're supposed to, you know, get the generation better. So it's fine to ask them a little bit more of what we do.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as we're telling them to do things a certain way, we're actually also learning in that process what is the right way of doing things. And you just, opens your eyes to how you should address yourself as well.
And then I started saying, like, you know, if I get it wrong, then I'll show them, you know, like kind of like I made a mistake, or like this didn't go the way I planned it to go, but yet I had fun, and I enjoyed the ride, and that's how you learn, and that's how you get better, and that's how you then try other things. Like I was talking to Roberto, and I was like, well, we're young, we can still do so much or change a path anytime we want, if we want, right? Like, so sometimes I feel that some people think like, this is what I'm meant to do, this is what I chose to do, and this is it, and this is the way it goes, and you have to stick to it. And I'm like, all these new generations and all this technology and all this like openness to the world is telling us like, you have choices, and you can do whatever you think you can do. You just need to like go for it, which is truly
just be
scary.
A little bit more brave.
Yeah, it's scary because you're like, I have the option, so I know consciously that I have the option, but should I or should I not? Like, it's just, but I think I mean, it's brave for you that you did it, and I admire the way that you approach your life. And because then again, it's not easy to manage to take care of it all in a way, right? That it fits you too, because you gotta, I think that you express through your image and through your work the way you do things, and so that's how you know that someone has like a balanced way of life, right? Which is really different to everybody. But
so do you.
So thank you. The last question, how would you encourage other people to pursue what you do and live like a fulfilling and relatively balanced life? Like how would you inspire or
I was just telling someone the other day that you really have to love what you do. Otherwise, you are doing something every day that you're not enjoying, you're just going to make yourself miserable. So number one, make sure you're choosing a path in your life that you're passionate about and that you love and enjoy, and then everything else comes with it. Make sure that you have a partner in your life that understands your dream and is willing to be by your side to help you and support you. And also, sometimes you all need a little push, that pushes you a little bit more and encourages you a little bit more. And everything else comes with it. So, I mean, I'm passionate about interior design. So if you ask me, I'll tell everyone every day, yes, do it. But if you're not passionate about it, then don't do it, because a lot of therapy sessions with clients.
Exactly.
So you gotta be patient. You gotta give it your all. To make sure that you're having a successful business.
And I think like for you, it was awesome that you knew from the beginning what you liked and what you would do, and kind of like you went through this transition organically. Because that makes it definitely so much more easy to pursue and to enjoy. Like whenever people tell you, do what you love and work on what you love too. It's sometimes hard because sometimes people, I feel like they don't know
what their passion
what they
is.
like,
Very
or
true.
what their passion is, or even what their skills are.
Very true.
And I feel like right now it is truly important too to, like you were saying, like try and identify, as moms, we know, like help your kids or your partner or people kind of like identify their skills and what they're good at, and kind of like power those up, because that's what truly centers you into what you truly are. And then you can grab from that, and maybe you're not going to use it now, but maybe later it will come out and show you kind of like that mix, of what you're supposed to do, and you can enjoy but also live from it. So do both worlds. Yeah, it's intricate, but it's definitely something that I was telling Roberto. We all know that we need to work, so what best way to enjoy it and to also share with our kids and our coworkers and whatnot. Like I feel like work has this like with this weight to it, where you talk about it on a on a way like, oh, you have to work. But I think it's more of a blessing to
Yeah.
be able to have the energy and the sources to actually
Right.
do what you choose to do.
Exactly.
And then also provide to your family and live the life that you wanna live, right?
That's true. Yeah, like when I work, I honestly don't feel like I'm working. I'm just
That's
doing
awesome.
something that I really love doing.
Yeah,
So
and
that's, I
that's the
feel that's a
dream.
great key too. Yeah.
That's the dream. Well,
Yeah.
I like I was telling you, I admire what you do. This is awesome. Like you,
Thank you.
the putting things together in
Yeah, we're not
such a
100%
way.
done there. Yeah,
Right?
we're getting there.
And even so, it looks amazing. Like I admire that so much because I'm more of a minimal. So I'm always like think that I'm missing something, and I'm
Yeah.
like. But we'll work together eventually. Yes.
Yeah.
But I admire so much what you do, and I appreciate you being here with me.
Thank you.
And sharing
Thanks for
your
having
story and what you do, and hopefully we can, inspire some people out there
Yeah,
to
yeah.
balance out and live their work in a
Absolutely.
better way.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.